Now, live.
Oh my god.
What's up, team?
What is happening right now?
Welcome to tonight's session of Galitaia.
Wow.
I don't know.
I
gonna
am so
move
scared
this
of what's coming up if this is the intro.
Mostly nothing.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately?
Are we raving?
I mean, I am, but that's just me.
Okay.
So, legitimately, I did a whole bunch of planning this weekend for stuff, specifically because I have no idea what you're doing, and I have no specific plans at all. They are all contingencies.
So Q, that's the secret. None of us know what we're doing.
Yeah, no, we literally
Welcome to
make up
DMing
we just
101.
bullshit all of this. Well, you mean the writers didn't get the script to you in time?
Yeah. I mean, what a bummer.
So
Anyway,
this is the episode where we go out and we face just like a horde of kobolds, and then he's like, "Awesome! Next week we'll have something interesting."
Let's go.
The entire thing is just us fighting another fucking Hydra for 2 hours.
There you go.
Not because it's like actually.
to be fair, at
Like
this
a
point, if
fun fight,
I
it's
stick
just
to Hydra on you guys at this point, you would smash that thing in about like 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zarn's getting up there with his spells.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
should talk to Charles about a Hydra with level 12 characters.
Or
how long
don't.
did that take?
Or don't. Yeah.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Mike, like I love it whenever you do something like that because you don't just say "or don't," you go "or don't."
No, thank you.
All right, so
just couldn't be great.
does anyone have any announcements for this evening?
Tired and still awesome.
True.
Same, actually.
Still have stuff on DM's Guild.
Gonna be opening commissions around the beginning of November.
Woo! Watch other shows on this channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I
Watch
will
shows
not
on
be.
Mike's channel.
Hey.
I will not be in for Science Crew this Saturday, but you should still watch it because, like, man, the other people in that game like are way cooler than me. So, like, yeah.
I mean, way cooler than you is a strong overstatement. They're like
there are
slightly
there
cooler
are
than
5
you.
other people, man. Like, that is like way more cool than just me.
On average, I would say they are slightly cooler than you. You've got a solid range, and you're somewhere in the middle.
All right, fine.
No
So hey,
comment.
Mike, how's that Shadow of Mordor playthrough you're going through right now?
Oh my god, so I finished Shadow of Mordor and I'm doing Shadow of War. It is fucking beautiful. I love
Have
it
you
so
finished
much.
Already?
I finished Shadow
Have
of
you
Mordor.
made friends
yeah.
with a Grogork yet?
Oh, I've killed and met friends with hundreds of Travises. And
Excellent.
and I just want to say I love my little orc babies, and if anyone touches them, they face my wrath.
That sounds like you.
Yeah.
I feel like you and my husband could talk for ages about that fucking game because he's been stuck on it.
Oh my god. So
Do you
good.
need to change your pants?
Yes, actually I do. One of my orcs went down, and I charged through a field of Caragors, Graugs, and Drakes to bring him back to life, because no one touches my orc babies. No one.
That's amazing.
Today on Galitaia, we fight orc babies.
That's different. That's different. Okay. I'll fuck up some
There
Galataia
is
orc
orc
babies. Okay.
Let's go.
Unless Zarn had a past that he wasn't aware of.
Who knows? I don't know. Zarn doesn't know what the fuck he's doing anymore.
Half orc babies.
He's just winging it. I don't know.
Water baby. Wait,
What should I
shit.
do, Pamplos? You do whatever you want to do.
You do whatever you want, honey. Whatever your heart desires, it's fine.
Annoyingly unhelpful.
I mean, you're the one who worships him.
I know. I like.
Don't worry, son. I know the feeling.
Oh my god.
Adra doesn't talk to me.
Oh, Tide.
Did Ty just become Jewish?
Yeah.
Because,
No, that wasn't Jewish. That was just Tide.
It had, I mean, it was, you had Squeaky Ty, but you had like a hint of the Jewish voice going on there, I think.
No, like if I was gonna go Tide, like as a Jewish,
Good
like
Lord.
New Yorker type person, like that would be Tide from New York.
Oh my
So,
god.
If you'll
why
excuse
are you
me,
not
I need
doing
to
voice
go.
acting gigs again?
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't put my name out there yet.
You should do the
And
thing.
get on
Do
that
it.
shit.
I need to
It's
move
not
to Vancouver, guys.
Okay.
Fair.
Or
no
LA.
one can afford to live in Vancouver.
No one can afford to live anywhere.
Speaking from experience, Vancouver's expensive as fuck.
Vancouver's insane.
Anywho,
They're like your $1 million base.
so that we don't get into literally another conversation on committed
Fuck, I forgot about the last time we did this.
Yeah, we've literally done this before, so this doesn't happen again? Question mark. Go ahead and kick off into the session. So the five of you have recently emerged from a conversation, encounter of sorts, with Commander Oshex, formerly known as the Vanguard, the leader of the Tiefling rebellion known as the Datarai.
I like this song.
Having made your way down to conceivably attempt to defeat her or at least discuss with her something, question mark, you came out of the meeting with an agreement of sorts that the five of you would make it your goal to convince the leaders of Dragonix and Corellendil to attend peace talks to be held on your ship, the Skull's Ruin, in a month's time. This meeting will be attended by Oshex, as well as leaders from each of the 4 major cities that the Datarai have attempted or succeeded or are currently attempting to effectively take over. The intent of these talks from Oshex's end being to produce a peaceful resolution that still results in representative government and tiefling say in said representation, as opposed to what generally occurs now in most of those cities. In exchange, Oshex has agreed to cease any aggressive or hostile action, but will continue to hold the territory that her forces currently hold, and will defend it if attacked. Additionally, she has mentioned that she will do what she can to try to work access to the Evermelt, an artifact held at the museum in Walnaradel, which you all need for other purposes, into this deal, so that you all can have access to it.
Guys, remind me, did we tell her we specifically needed the Evermelt?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, thank you.
And she also gave you information, everyone
Right, about the
but Carter, who was talking to Clark at the time, information on another of the artifacts that she thinks might be it, the balanced lever,
Right.
which she referred to as
Tarlane's
Tarlane's Inspiration, a beam of moonstone that is held at the Monastery of the Dark Moon.
Nice.
And so we leave the session off. You all have been escorted by a lieutenant of the Datarai back to the tunnel, sort of the entrance between the main caverns of the Datarai, back to the tunnel itself that you all came in from. What would you all like to do?
Guys, can we take a second to talk about how we always make our lives as fucking hard as humanly possible?
You would rather have fought the leader of the Datarai and...
No.
No.
But I just want to take a second to really recognize that we constantly make our lives harder.
What would have made our lives easier?
that's
Oh,
what
I
I'm
think the easier
confused about.
solution was killing everybody, but that was dumb. Like, this is clearly the better solution. We just
I was
never,
killing everybody.
ever take the easy.
Everything would still be going on.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
fucking weird. I'm agreeing with Bree.
And then
That
first
is
time
weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
I think this is the easier plan, BB.
I don't know who this BV is.
Oh, Lauren. I told you that's your other name
It's your stage name.
that I
Yes,
call you
that's
sometimes.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you, any of you. I just someday we will do something, and it will just be easy the first time, and we won't take 8 fucking swings at it, and then eventually come up with the most possibly complicated way to deal with it.
Oh,
But
bullshit.
it is not this day.
Honestly,
fucking
Norrin,
never will.
So, do you mean like when you retire from adventuring? Because
Oh
like,
no, my retirement plan is significantly more complicated than this.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
never
no-
going to happen,
no-
Norrin.
to be fair, most of the convoluted, crazy plans that we end up going through start with you.
Dude, you're roboting really hard for me.
not
Am
for
I?
me.
That's just you.
Fuck! Sorry. Either way, I do actually agree with you. That's right.
So, I mean, like, you talk about, like, well, I don't... Like, you're just standing there telling us, I don't know if this was the correct plan. Let's lay our lives on the line rather than actually talk about things.
That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that we've somehow managed to take something that started out as a simple solution and make it a significantly more complicated solution. It's definitely the right choice.
You're looking at the very, very, very small picture, Norrin, because like the easy,
Oh, I know. I
simple
fully agree.
way would have been, take out Ashex, but the thing is, it's simple in that one step.
Yeah. This is also, for what it's worth, a significantly more fun way, because now we get to go, like, hook up with people we haven't talked to in a while. Looking forward to having conversations with many of them.
By the way, now that we're not, in super enemy territory.
I'm assuming you guys made your way into the tunnel and are like walking back while you're
Yeah, I
talking.
assume
Not
this is
like
Yeah.
okay,
Aaron
cool.
Sorkin walk and talk.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring was going on, but it's kind of neutral-esque territory for us now.
Yeah, that's fine. We can say that's true.
Zarn,
Yes,
you doing all right?
I guess. Why do you ask?
Well, because now that hopefully the fighting will stop, we might be able to address your issue
Which
in
one?
the in between. And she just points to her eye.
I have a way to address that right now.
No,
No, you don't.
that's
I ready an action to hold person.
Just saying, you bitches gotta sleep.
darling, sweet, tall blue one. No,
All right, fine. Like I said, that's like priority numero 2 right now.
right, but we're going to different places in the world now, right?
Yes.
You don't suppose that there might be somewhere in these stops that we could maybe find somebody to help you with it?
I guess, yeah.
Like who?
That's what I'm wondering about you guys. I'm not from around here.
I don't know any ophthalmologists.
I mean,
What now?
Jesus Christ.
Quads, how far is it from where we are to Ravenhold?
Well, the tunnel you're in is going to come out on the west side of the mountain, so quite a ways. You can go over the mountain.
Or
What's
we
that?
could bamf to our boat,
Yeah.
have a sleep,
Wow,
bamf
Mike.
to
I
Ravenhold
had to,
in the
sorry.
morning.
Yeah, I still. Jesus Christ, Angie.
Hey, Mike did it first.
Yeah, that's why I was just I was
His
mocking
camera's
him with my.
frozen.
What's
His camera's frozen for me.
Shows yours.
God.
Just shows a bald guy.
Ah!
Because it's your picture. You couldn't. You couldn't see because I'm frozen. But yeah.
Like,
That's
I
what he said.
tried. You get a black screen if you want that.
Hey.
Oh look!
Wait, did it
We're
actually work?
staring into the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. You either get the abyss or you get the beautiful art from Snicket.
So
True.
So what's the plan? Are we going to be going to? Are we going to Ravenhold first, or are we going to try to go to one of the other cities?
Here, you might.
Probably
When-
should.
It's the closest one, yes.
If nothing else, we at least get to see Alana, and probably also Garrick.
I won't tell him you said that.
I will. I will absolutely fucking tell him I said that.
Well, I told him to meet us in a month.
Yeah, but
Well,
we should still probably
we should
actually
probably at
talk
least
to him at some point, because the last time there was letters that were just like random messages out of nowhere that said go to a place. It didn't exactly end well for any
Yeah.
of us.
the last thing he knew what we were doing was do we know that Zarn messaged him?
He told us, yeah.
Okay, so
He
the
said
last
he
thing
did.
the last thing we knew was he just knows about things. He doesn't know about trying to do peace talks or anything like that.
He knows to be in Crowendale in a month.
Yeah, I still feel like we should take a hop and a skip over there, because at this point, is it the closest city or like place to us?
Technically, from a geographical standpoint, yes. But again, you guys are going out a western tunnel. If you want to go to Ravenhold, and Nyx would know this, you'd have to go out a different tunnel, which
Different tunnel.
you
Different tunnel
you might,
through the
Through
mountain.
the mountain.
which is,
Sorry.
I mean, if you guys want to try to do that, you can try to go back to the you'd have to go back through the encampment probably.
We're
as
still
far as-
close enough that we can see anybody.
If you guys wanted to be far enough away that you were talking quietly, no.
Okay, can I no weapons in hand, walk very slowly back until I can see somebody, and then just yell at them from a distance?
Sure. You guys want to turn around and try to go out the eastern tunnel?
I'm gonna walk back. Nobody else has to come with me. Just if
I'll
you hear
go
me
with
screaming,
you.
"Yay!"
Well,
So you don't.
what
end up-
I'm gonna do, and I know you can follow me or not, is I'm gonna take out my stone
That's actually a really smart plan.
and I'm gonna make a portal to go back to our ship,
Yeah! Back to the ship!
and I'm gonna have a nice, lovely nap, and then I'll bamf to Ravenhold in the morning.
You can do
Did I
that.
hear her
Shit.
say that? I'm just gonna grab.
Yeah,
Nyx and go,
that's-
no. This is more fun. This is more fun. I just run
At the,
towards
I'm
thought,
with her.
at the thought of going back to the ocean, Zarn is like a giddy school kid, who knows he's going to Disney World, and oh my god, do it!
Okay, so Brady, you're going to
Boats.
take your minute to concentrate on the stone in the portal.
Boats.
God.
Does it take a
All
minute?
right. It does take a minute to concentrate. Yes.
Okay.
During that minute, Nyx is looking at Zarn like, you are so precious.
Now,
So
dude, wait till you see this boat. This boat's fucking rad.
I mean, I would
So-
assume so. Look at him.
So you
He
guys,
was excited about this when we
Three?
had a rowboat, but still.
you sit there and you think and you concentrate, holding. And Nyx, you haven't seen this before. She pulls what literally just looks like a gray rock out of I think the bag of holding, or maybe her pouch. I'm not sure where they keep
She's
it.
got it on her.
Yeah,
On the back.
But it's literally, to you, it just looks like a stone. If you wanted to investigate it at some point, you might figure out what it is, but it literally just looks like a rock. And she thinks on it and just holds it for a second. And then you see immediately in front of her just sort of a purplish black portal about 6.5 feet tall open up in the air.
Full speed run through everyone, jump through.
Go. I'm going to actually draw my sword before we go through, because I have a weird feeling that we're going to get there and it's going to be all fucked up just because
Cool.
of the look on Quan's face right now.
So the five of you basically tumble through the portal and emerge on the other side.
Boats.
Get there. You see the following.
God fucking damn it.
A deck with our friends and family. And nothing bad.
You guys come out. That's actually not the best music for this, but I'll leave it for now. That's fine.
Ooh.
Oh shit, right? We're at our I forgot about that.
Actually, the five of you tumble out of this portal dangerously close to the edge of a very tall cliff. Beautiful grass, steep drop in front of you, and then sort of rocky shoreline and ocean as far as you can see, with maybe a large ship or two in the distance.
I know where this is, right?
Yeah, you know exactly where you are.
I
Glenn.
start freaking out.
The five
I
of you,
completely
the
forgot
five
we
of
were
you
here.
stop and manage to avoid turning off, and you turn around to find a very surprised-looking Gel.
Hey, go.
Go!
Nick,
Oh my
you
god.
see
This is Gel.
a half-orc individual. The rest of you, he looks cleaner than he did the last time you saw him. Like he's had a shower and shit. And he is
Did
still.
he shave
however,
too?
He doesn't really do the facial hair thing.
Okay, never mind.
Uh huh.
Bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Um, So he's wearing sort of just like standard like traveling clothes, like tunic, trousers. You do see hanging on his belt on one side a hand axe, and on the other side, on one side a hammer, and on the other side a cleaver, like a meat cleaver. And he's just sort of like steps back for a second. Holy shit. That's how that works, I guess.
That's how that works.
Welcome home?
Hey, buddy.
Don't do it, you motherfucker.
You were saying quads?
I'm like about
He's
to
just
shove
saving it
Zarn
for
off
when
of
we're not ready.
Yeah, I know
Anyway.
he is too.
So,
Yeah.
anyway,
But-
it's you guys are standing on what Zarn knows to be the Argok Isles,
Yay.
where you told your
Sorry, last one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You
I told
motherfucker.
our-
where
Hey,
you
I
told
got
your
it.
crew.
Oh
you got
shit!
it.
We need to pay our crew.
Yeah, you do for one thing. Where you told your crew, who you knew very briefly outside of Bree, to take your ship before you immediately bamfed your way to Corellendale all those weeks ago.
Are we on the ship right now?
No, you are on the island. You do not see the ship currently.
Go.
Yes,
What'd you do with our boat?
Where's our boat?
it's docked on this
okay,
island.
good.
Gel,
Okay,
where
I
is he?
wasn't.
I
We've
lower
been
my
here for
sword.
like a week and a half. I wasn't going to stay on the ship the whole time.
I
Okay,
walk
look,
over
And
and
he
I
turns
grab.
to you, Zarn. By the way, Thunderfist is great.
I know, right? Where is he?
I think he's training right now, actually.
Where? Which direction?
Oh god, he's just gone, isn't he?
And he just sort of points back to the bulk of the island. And Zarn, actually, you find yourself, you have not actually been on this particular island. Or at least you've been like near it, but you're not super familiar with it. So you don't know the layout of it very well. This is not Fortress Argok itself. This is one of the smaller islands. And he sort of just points back to like, and you can see it's lots of farmland here, some forested area, but you can see towards the center of the island like a town.
I start sprinting towards it.
Yeah, oh, he's gone.
Zarn's gone.
Hey, Carter.
Yeah, I'm going. And then
Oh, he's gone too. God damn it. Just look over, there's a Carter-shaped cloud.
pretty much.
Well, I'm gonna dimension door right in their direction.
I'm walking peacefully.
So, what's the majority of the people around here look like?
You don't see a ton of people. You see Gel, who's a half-orc, and looking out just sort of around the farmlands, you see minotaurs, almost entirely minotaurs.
Cool. I don't think I have to use disguise here.
My people.
Yeah, if Zarn hasn't really mentioned this, but he might be half Minotaur.
I was just about to ask that, actually.
Oddly, it has not come up in conversation.
A genitar.
Hmm.
I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? God damn it!
Hey! Yeah.
Before I go catch up to them, I'm gonna go pay crew because I'm going to forget otherwise.
Okay. You're just gonna go take it out.
256 gold out of the party fund.
That is for all four of them. And he's like, thank you, I'll make sure that this gets to the rest of them.
All right. Thank you. So 1394 left.
And actually, with you guys here, Zarn and Carter and Bree have all made their various fat.
Oh, yeah, they're
gone.
Go.
Gel is going to pick up. Oh, Bree, actually, would you have picked up the stone?
Yeah. No, I'd love
She didn't say anything.
Okay. So Gel picks up the stone that he's been charged with and puts it sort of back in a pouch.
Gail, can I go ahead and just take that? Because we're going to
No.
need that.
We don't
We
need
need
it
it.
when we leave again. Oh, yeah, we do, only for a minute. No, we gotta leave it again so we can get back.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you're good, buddy. Ooh, I'm gonna go
Alright.
resupply. I'm gonna go restock my tea supplies.
So Gel is
Oh,
actually
we're at
just
the
going
ship.
to, if Norin and Nyx are sort of walking slowly, he's going to walk alongside you, and he's
There
actually
you
going to
go.
speak up at this point. So I'm Gel, and he sort of extends his hand to you, Nyx.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, Nyx extends her hand. Call me Nyx.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, if you hear a second voice hovering around me, that's Puck. Don't mind him. Puck, you can show yourself if you really want.
Puck just you feel Puck flitter off of your shoulder, and you hear a voice from right next to Gel's ear. Hey there, I'm Puck. And Gel sort of is like, what the?
I duck the swinging cleaver that I imagine is coming around.
No. The weapon just fell on his belt, but
Okay.
he was sort of warned at least.
Sort of.
Plus, he grew up with Bree.
Yeah,
That's
he's
really
used
fair.
to some bullshit.
That's very fair.
Yeah, about that. Sorry.
So how did it go? You all went to go stop a rebellion or something?
Oh,
If I-
buddy,
it happened kind of fast.
Okay, in the 4 total days you have known it, if I told you that we went to go stop a rebellion and then went to go find the leader, what would you guess we did?
Based on what I know of you,
Yes.
killed them.
Oh
You'd have
boy,
thought so.
yeah, you would think that was what we would go to do, right? No, it's so much better, and I tell them the whole story.
So you killed 2 of the sub-commanders, but then decided to help the leader make peace.
Yup.
So let me just tell you, the sub-commanders were essentially kind of a piece of cake compared to what I've heard of Oshex.
Yeah. No, this is exactly what I would have expected from us.
Noted.
Fuck, I
Well-
love us so much.
Good job and good luck, I think.
Thank you.
Plus, can you
I-
imagine what a rebellion would be like if you cut off the head of it? Just insanity. The bloodshed would be gross.
Oh, massive,
trying-
utter, unbelievable chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in those trying to vie for power over it.
Oh god, it would be a nightmare. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Would've kept
I
us
don't
busy for
imagine that would
weeks.
be good times. I don't.
Yeah.
War's bad. War's
Yeah.
fighting. Like, I'm good at it, but I don't like it.
Necessary evil, I suppose you could say.
Yeah, I'd go that route, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's for funsies and nobody actually dies, but you know.
Oh, but that's a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just fun.
So, do we know where those 3 took off to?
I'm assuming if we keep walking long enough, we're gonna start hearing either Zarn screaming like a small child or thunder.
Both.
There's a non-zero chance we're gonna find this. Gonna
So-
come at tea while we walk because I went to go resupply.
So Nora, Nyx, and Gal continue to meander their way towards the town.
I'm just listening for the sound of either screaming or Zarn
Yeah.
giggling.
Yeah, so as you guys are doing that, so Carter, are you just trying to catch up to Zarn, or are you
Catch
gonna
up and then maintain pace.
Okay, I mean, keep pace with him.
Like the like BV said, like Carter Cloud, and then as soon as he catches up, sort of just like brisk jog next
Right,
to Zarn.
Zarn's running at full speed, and Carter's jogging, and yes. And then a few seconds later, you guys catch up with Bree, who is running as fast as she can after dimension dooring 500 feet in front of you.
Yes.
So we should probably pick her up and carry her.
Well, Bree's still
To be-
running, whereas you guys are meandering, so she's faster than you guys. That seems right.
It's Autopass!
That's exactly what I was picturing in my head.
Yep, and that exact sound.
Double D!
Instead of chickens, it's Autopass, Daddy!
What a Joe, fuck.
While
that
walking,
show is
just
so
like
good.
very casually drinking tea on our very peaceful walk.
Seems right.
God.
Okay, so the three of you going as fast as you more or less can, eventually get to town. The town that you're in is pretty small, Zarn. It appears to be, this island is pretty much entirely sort of farmland and forest area. Make a history check, Zarn.
Oh, +0. Yeah.
Okay,
You are
cool.
such a not nerd. Oh my god, you're the jock.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he is.
Oh, totally. How did you not realize this?
I think it was just something I was in denial about.
Seems right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you guys are sort of you guys get to town. It's pretty small. The biggest building here, Zarn, is what you recognize as the school. And school in Minotaur land has some additional connotations that you're aware of. How much do you remember about Minotaur stuff, Mike?
A little bit. I'm a little fuzzy because I had all written down, but I lost that.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Cool. So let me remind you, this is things that only Zarn would know, because none of the rest of you are like experts in Minotaur culture, whereas Zarn's been like, he spent a long time around Minotaurs and has been here before. Minotaurs have no concept of nuclear families. They are raised pretty much from the age of like 1 year old by these schools, which are run by the government. The society is a true meritocracy in all respects. You are useful as long as you are useful, and then you are not useful anymore.
Q.
Yes.
Was that the was it non-binary captain that we met?
Gracie.
Was a Minotaur, yes.
Yeah, is
Gracie.
she like
And
kicking around?
Gracie was female, not non-binary.
Oh,
but
okay,
yes.
sorry, I kind of
Yeah,
forgot.
no, you're fine.
Is she kicking around here at all? Do I see anybody that looks familiar
You're still,
on our very casual
you're
walk?
still out of in the farmlands.
Okay.
No, you don't see Gracie.
Okay.
Nobody here appears to be familiar at first glance, and I'll come back to you in a second.
Right.
Um,
I keep an eye open just for
schools, Mike,
Yes.
Minotaur schools are where children are raised pretty much from like infancy until adulthood. They are given names by the teachers. They are raised in that way. Minotaurs do not know who their parents are, nor do they care. Yes. So they're all sort of conditioned pretty well from birth to understand how important the order of the society is, and the concepts of like true meritocracy. Basically, there is, and it works for Minotaurs because everyone buys it.
Indeed.
Let me teach
So
you
you
about
recognize
chaos.
that the biggest like building or like compound, I guess, is the school. It's got it's, you know, that it would contain dormitories and like a library, several classrooms. Though you've not really been in one yourself, you're aware of the gist, right? Otherwise, in this town, you pretty much see homes, a few businesses, maybe a tavern or two, some sort of general goods stores, a place where you can buy like, you know, like logging equipment and sort of farming implements and that sort of thing. Yeah. Where would you like to go?
He's just taking it all in. And so he said the training grounds. Would I know the training grounds are probably in the school compound?
That's a good guess. All he said was he was training. He didn't specify where, but you can guess that the school's as good a place as any for there to be training grounds on an island of this size.
Okay. I head to the school.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm also doing that thing where, like, if Bree and Carter are with me, I'm doing that thing where, like, I'm trying to explain what things are, but I'm so excited that I keep like that's just, and then this is the and that's the place where and then like just not even making any sense.
And most of the things he's pointing out are like, oh look, that's a general store. I know that, you moron. Like, because like most things are pretty apparent as to what they are. Just the weird thing that there don't appear to be any like. You don't see like families out and about on the streets. You see like minotaurs, and occasionally you will see like groups of children with like 2 or 3 adults. Like basically like school trip, like field trip scenarios, or like that sort of thing, right?
I'm imagining little baby minotaurs, and it looks so adorable in my head. I'm sorry. Little baby minotaurs. Pick one up.
Little nubs for horns.
Little tiny horns, yeah. Little nubby horns.
And now I'm Google searching
They're
minotaurs.
really unstable on their feet, like little baby cows.
Do they have real feet or do they have hooves?
Minotaurs have hooves.
I really
Okay.
hope hooves, because that'd be an
Okay.
awkward hang otherwise.
Like,
It's
essentially,
like fuzzy
like
legs with little toes on the end.
they're like Taurens from
Yes, that
World
was
of Warcraft.
Minotaurs came first.
They did.
By several thousand years. So you're gonna head to the school, Zorn?
Yes.
Carter and Bree, you're just gonna follow him?
Yep.
God damn it.
That is entirely too precious. Get the fuck out.
Baby
That's
minotaurs.
cute.
Oh my god, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So the 3 of you make your way to sort of this main building. It takes a little while to sort of find what looks to be like a main entrance. It's not like lockdown prison compound style, but you know, it is a place, Zarn, you know this, where like, you know, children and teenagers live. So they keep it. There's not like a ton of like entrances and exits to this place.
Yeah.
To prevent people from just like being super mischievous because kids.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you eventually find sort of a front door, and you see, Zarn, above it, just a sign written in Primordial, so only you can read it, that says, Cataracts School. I would like you to make a history check with advantage.
Hey. +0. Hey, alright, 19. It's better.
Okay. Cataracts rings a bell. Thunderfist's actual name is Ajax du Catarax.
Oh, this is where. Oh, you. And I kind of just keep walking in.
Okay. So the 3 of you make your way in. Upon entry, you find yourselves in basically sort of like a foyer entrance hall scenario. Sort of kind of what you'd expect, like entering maybe like a boarding school like entranceway sort of thing. And there is some activity, a couple of minotaurs of indeterminate gender. They wear pretty similar styles, so it's a little bit difficult to tell in a lot of scenarios. Sort of wandering about, and one of them turns, hello, can I help you? And you can see they look a little confused to see like strangers.
Hi, hello. Zarn Puretide, captain of the Skull's Ruin, formerly crew member of the Fist of Pamplus. Is Thunderfist here?
You're looking for a yes. You said you were formerly a member of his crew?
Yes.
Okay, so he know who you are.
Oh, he will. You guys are gonna love me so great.
All right, come with me.
Ooh, I can't wait. Another pirate.
So the Minotaur doesn't even bat an eye at that, for what it's worth. Like, no impact. So the 3 of you follow this Minotaur, who's got sort of a brownish red fur with some like white spots on it. You gather, sort of after some time, based on the timbre of his voice, this individual is probably male, and he leads you through a bit of sort of a corridor, moving past a few doorways out into a courtyard, and then into another building, which opens up into sort of a large, like almost basically like training grounds. It's dirt ground, a large oval. There are sort of like kind of like stone bleachers around the edges that you imagine are probably used when there are competitions here. And inside the circle, you see two individuals. Zarn, you recognize one of them, the massive black-furred minotaur with the broken horn, who is Thunderfist. Another one is a older minotaur, sort of a grayer fur, wearing a similar outfit actually to the individual who led you in. And as you think about it, you realize that most or all of the adult minotaurs you've seen in this complex have been wearing similar clothing. You assume that this person is some sort of teacher or employee of this of the school.
Gotcha.
And as you walk in, he sort of nods. He's, I believe, in the middle of a session. Probably best to wait until he's finished. Take a seat anywhere.
But I'll start waving.
Fine. Let's go sit down.
You guys actually do see he is clearly in the middle of doing some sort of physical training, being coached, you think, by this other minotaur. They are... he is effectively beating the shit out of a practice dummy right now. Just the ever-living tar out of it. And it's impressive. Like, you guys are all... The three of you know how to fight things. Carter, he's not as fast as you, and it's all physical muscle and stuff, but this dude is... Like, Carter, you're like, oh, he'd be fun to spar.
What are the moves like? What type of, like, is he doing like the, like the coat, like the giant coat hanger thing? Is he like doing this type of thing against like a?
No, it's more boxing than anything. Just like straight up. This isn't like Asian martial arts scenario or like judo. Yeah. This is more like European style wrestling or like standard boxing scenario.
How far away are we from it?
Probably about 40 or 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's like nobody really around us except the three of us?
It's literally just the two of them here and then the three of you.
I want to pull them over. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, as Zarn is pulling us over to the side, Carter just kind of like, you guys can sit. I kind of want to... He like watches the form and like tries to mimic it as much as he can.
But I need you to hide behind. I'm trying to surprise him.
You can hide behind me.
But you're okay. Fine. I seat Bree down on the part in front of me, and I try to hide behind her. Like, you know when you're a little kid and you're trying to like surprise a family member when you're showing up to their house. I'm like, that's basically.
While Carter is like trying to mimic it, he also kind of says, "Why not just have her polymorph you, and then she could just bamf you back when he comes over."
No, not yet. Just hold still.
Roll a stealth check for Muzarn with disadvantage because you're hiding behind a halfway.
Hey, that's not bad. It's a 13.
That's not bad. Okay.
I was really tempted to do Pass Without Trace.
Just make all three of you goddamn invisible. Okay. So you all sit and wait. Zarn sort of managing impressively to sort of scrunch him down in the space behind you, Bree. Sort of like part laying down with his upper body, sort of like just behind you.
This is the most awkward thing I can ever imagine in my
It's
life.
Everything he does is awkward.
Just imagine the conversation outside. It's just like, Nix, there's no way they're gonna fuck up an introduction, right?
I mean, like, I would hope. Oh shit.
Yeah, right. Like I wasn't thinking until right now, but there's like a non-zero chance they're gonna fuck up this introduction.
Should
We don't have you with us.
No, we're just gonna walk casually. This is gonna be more fun when we get there. They're just like all beat to shit because they got in a fight with a dude for no reason.
I mean,
It'll be the most us thing ever.
the
Like,
most.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, the most you guys thing
Yeah,
ever.
this is the most like us four thing ever. So I'm fine with this. I'm for once not the person causing it, and I'm very happy about that.
What time of day is it?
Here it's midday, maybe early
The day
afternoon.
is still young, Norin. Don't give up on yourself so easily.
Midday.
I appreciate your confidence in me.
Seems right. Okay. He continues to spar for a few minutes. It goes on for maybe 3 or 4 more minutes until he stops. And basically like the straw figure that he's been beating the shit out of looks like it's it would be doing a lot worse for wear if it wasn't pretty heavily enforced, like reinforced magically. There's some enchantments around it to make it like a useful dummy as opposed to just a sack of straw. After a few minutes, he sort of turns, and you can see him sort of catching his breath. Basically, after you don't know how long he's been going at this, but you can see his fur is sort of matted a little bit, and there's sweat. He's sweating. Let me do a thing. No. He doesn't have any idea any of you are there because he rolled a 2 on his perception check.
Okay. As soon
Like,
as
even if you hadn't hit, he wouldn't have even noticed you guys were fucking in the building.
All right, so once he starts to turn, I'm gonna pop up from behind Bree.
He's gonna get punched in the face.
What do you mean, like when he starts to turn around towards you guys?
Yeah, I pop up like,
Okay.
hey!
And you see him sort of start and look up. Holy shit! Zorn Pureside!
Hey! And I run forward, and I'm doing something I just made up right now. We do our traditional greeting where it's fist bump, cross. That's how I greet him.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking jock.
Of course you do. Well, I'm actually going to say, because the ground is actually like, it's like a pit sort of set in below the bleachers, right? So you just sort of run down the steps and like leap into the sand pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, figured. So you leap in and you guys go up and do your thing. Seeing Zarn standing next to this guy, how tall is Zarn?
Zarn is... Give me a second. Is it here? Zarn... Yeah, Zarn's 6'2".
I'm 6'2". Okay, Zarn's pretty tall. Thunderfist got 10 inches on him?
So he's 7 foot.
About, yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Thunderfist is aptly nicknamed. Yeah, sounds right.
Pampros.
So you guys do your greeting, and then he just sort of pulls you in like the definition of bear hug.
Okay, you still got it. You got me.
You damn right I do. And lets you go. How you doing?
Good.
What you doing here?
We got a lot we got to talk about. But how are you, man? How are the trials going? How did everything go?
Haven't gone yet. Coming up. But we've also got a lot to talk about, probably, for swapping stories then.
Yeah, we do. Oh,
Right.
By the way, I turned and said, I'm a captain now. Can you fucking believe it? I have my own ship.
Not surprising at all.
I know, it's so cool.
Are there other straw things?
Yeah.
So as they're having this conversation, all Zarn sees is a red blur go past the two of them. And Carter just does like a flying kick straight to the straw dummy.
All right. Go ahead and roll unarmed strike for me. Just for funsies.
Roll a 1.
I rolled a double 1.
Oh
An
no.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a 22 or something, right?
Or
Or a 20.
Unarmed strike. It's a 19.
19. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, armor class
Yeah.
is 20.
So you go like flying kick, and you know you land a pretty solid hit on this practice dummy, and you can definitely feel when you hit it. It doesn't feel like straw. It feels like striking like a humanoid or like a creature. It feels like flesh, even though it's visibly, very obviously not. There's some sort of enchantment on it, basically.
And then if you'll allow me for flavor, oh no, can I do it? Oh, I can. Just for flavor's sake, I have 1 key point. Can I blow it and then just do like an extra like 3 just really quick punches to it?
You hit it with the kick and then land a few punches on it, no problem. And Zarn sort of turns and looks. You know this guy? Talking to you, Zarn.
Say no.
No.
Wow. Carter just
What's your
stops
name?
and looks back.
Bree's rolling on the floor left.
Dying.
Carter looks back and just kind of like drops his arms and goes, "Really?"
Yeah, I know him. Gotcha.
All right.
And then he
What's your name?
walks over and holds out his hand. Name's Carter.
Thunderfist holds out. Call me Thunderfist. Crunch.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he takes away his hand and kind of like massages, like,
Yep.
"Oh, trust me, I know who you are."
Think like Azumi Curtis's husband, but like a Minotaur. Have you seen
I have no clue
FMA?
who that is.
That's just
From the
how I
Alchemist.
imagined him.
And Bree will reach her hand straight up over her head and go, "Hi, I'm Bree. I'll try
there-
not to hurt your hand."
Is that the dark haired dude?
Sig
or
Curtis is the big dude
Sig
with all the
Curtis,
muscles
yeah.
that's like best friends with Armstrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say there's so
Not the
Armstrong-
blonde one, the brunette one. Yeah.
The-
Okay.
Yes.
Armstrong is the one with like no hair.
Yeah.
That blonde mustache, whatever.
Yeah.
This
Anyway,
is Bree.
Super
She's a,
lost on this conversation.
It's fine, no stress. Watch
she's a sailor
FMA.
too.
I need to actually.
I am.
I only know from gifs. So
And so he turns down and shakes your hand as well, Bree. He is not quite as forceful on the hand grip, though he does laugh at your comment about promising not to hurt his hand. All right. So, we got Carter, Bree. You're their captain, I assume? That's what I'm getting out of this?
Yeah. There's actually there's 2 more people with us. I don't know where the hell they are. But you'll meet them soon enough.
It's good to finally see you again. I was wondering if you'd
Actually
show
walking
up
outside.
after your ship showed up with Gel and the others. Said asking for me. I was wondering if you'd make an appearance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna not come see you. Did you get the knife? I was hoping that the knife would let them know it was me.
Yes, I got the knife.
Cool. Yeah. Wow. Where do I even begin? We've been doing a whole lot of stuff. So
Let's hold on.
Oh, okay.
And he turns to the older Minotaur. Do you mind if I'm probably going to take some time? And the older Minotaur, who you can see now that you're closer, is female, and he nods. Yeah, that's fine. You'll pay for it tomorrow, though. That's fine with me. It's what I'm here for.
Hi.
while she finishes that, I look at Zara and I'm like, "Hey, are we gonna be here for like a couple days?"
Technically we could. We got a month to set things up. I wouldn't mind hanging with Thunderfist
Can-
for a while.
I know this is weird, and he addresses Thunderfist and the trainer. I'm like, "Can I like train with him?" I have a different style, but I kind of like the style he was doing, and I'm kind of curious.
Thunderfist raised an eyebrow. For a couple days, I don't know if it'd do you much good, other than getting a chance to hit some things. I wouldn't mind showing you about what I do, but it's pretty much just punching stuff. It's nothing so fancy as what you do. In any case, and I'm on a bit of a specialized training plan. Tomorrow's not going to be hitting stuff.
Oh,
Ooh. What are you doing tomorrow?
learning stuff.
Nice. Getting your
Boring.
getting your learn on. Well, you say that, Bree, but you've never seen this dude in battle. Like it's crazy. I don't know how he thinks this fast. Like if something's going down, he knows everything going down on his ship at all times. It's the coolest thing.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I
Bree.
tried.
That was hurtful, Bree. You weren't really asleep.
I know.
All right. So where do you want to go?
I've got a place. There should be enough room for sit down for a little while at least. We can chat. Maybe find your friends on the way back.
All right. Yeah. They're probably coming by pretty soon.
All right.
Probably Norin will get in trouble on the way, and we'll hear about it.
All right. So I will say that the three of you plus Thunderfist head out of the basically make your way out of the school, and do in fact on the way back to Thunderfist's place run into Nyx and Norin and Gel. Gel greets Thunderfist, and then goes on his way. He mentions that he's going to go make sure that the money that Norin gave him gets to the other crew members.
I appreciate it.
No
yeah,
problem.
guys, I paid the crew.
Oh, good.
Oh, hi.
I'll make them happy. So we'll see them all in the bar later then.
Oh, he almost guaranteed. I gave him like 300 gold to give to the four of them. Or
So,
whatever the fuck
How
it is.
much?
54, whatever we're supposed to actually pay them. I probably should have given them a bonus.
Who's this?
Thunderfist,
Oh, yeah, hi.
this is Nyx. She's just joined us. This is Norin. He's gonna talk a lot.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say that now.
look, you
Everybody,
know,
this is
Zarn,
Thunderfist.
exactly how normal this is going to be. I reach out.
Zarn, I dealt with you for 4 years.
Okay.
I can handle talk.
Okay.
He's a real pirate, Nyx.
Yeah, he told me everything I know.
That's a terrifying concept, and I reach out and shake his hand.
Shake, and he shakes yours as well next. It's nice to meet the both of you.
Nick's
This
curtsies
is,
when she shakes his hand.
This is the whole gang outside of the four that you sent.
Yes. These are my officers, so to speak. The rest of the crew's on the ship.
All right,
Sick.
fair enough.
We have titles. Damn.
Okay, relax. I'm just being nice.
Fuck you.
Rude.
Like, really quietly.
Norin's like hurt.
I prefer the term culinary officer.
Culinary
Yes,
officer.
he's the head cook.
I am.
Well, he fights with Carter.
I do.
So the four of you make your way into what is effectively, as most of the buildings, most of like the homes are, is basically like a studio apartment or one bedroom like home. Because there are no like long-term relationships don't really exist, or if they do, they're pretty rare. There are no family situations amongst the Minotaurs. So the biggest you ever really get is like a one-bedroom house.
I was gonna say love probably isn't really a huge concept here.
And as far as true love, no. And like moving in doesn't really happen
Yeah.
either. Especially because it's such a maritime culture and lots of people are on ships all the time. Yeah. You get there, like the concept of love does exist. Like there is clearly a bond between like Zarn and Thunderfish, for example.
Right.
You know what I mean? That
Romance, rather.
yeah. In terms of romantic love, not in the same way, at least. Yeah.
You're hot, wanna bang? Sure. Done.
That does happen with their frequency.
Yeah.
Again, sailors.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not just sailors, though. We know at least one guard captain who is the exact same.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Let me give you a hint. That's a common thing here in my world.
Shocker.
I know.
I mean, that happens too, probably.
Oh, boo! Boo! That's it.
Well done.
Where's the there?
Ah!
Hold on.
That's it.
I need to go wash my ears out.
All right, photo Angie's back up. You're done.
Rude.
You're in time.
That's awesome.
All right, fine. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Fine, it's back. God.
Jeez.
So as we're all walking, I just kind of Carter is like looking up at Thunderfist, and then he kind of like looks off, and he does this many times, and then at one point he stops and goes, "What do you think the color for the Argok Isles is?"
Teal.
Fuck you.
Yeah, seafoam green.
Yeah, would I know that? I'm guessing kind of bluish, just because Pamplos's colors are blue, right?
Pamplos's colors are like blue and white.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would say that the color most representative of the Argok Isles, and Thunderfist will speak this, I'd go with gold.
Gold.
I thought gold because, yeah.
What
I was gonna say,
for,
if I
if
do-
you don't mind me
if-
asking?
If I do like blue, it can't go next to
he
Wambaredo.
knits. He makes hats and stuff.
He actually his a face of disdain
What? You
right
knit?
at
Knits,
You knit?
yeah.
You knit?
What is
You
wrong
not
with
knit?
knitting?
I said nothing
not
wrong.
the same.
I said you fucking knit.
I'm gonna tell what's her face. She's gonna kick your ass.
Okay, you leave my fiance out of this.
No, not your fiance. The one on our boat. I forget her name. I named her, but I forget it. She knits.
You are thinking of Bobby Skullcrusher, who is male and a Goliath and likes to
Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, he'll kick your ass.
Bobby
I didn't
Skullcrusher,
say
who
anything
likes
bad
to
about
knit.
knitting. I said he knit. Do you knit? Do you knit?
Yeah, but did you see that look on Carter's face?
I didn't say anything bad.
I don't knit. I sew.
Oh my! Sorry, Thunderfist. He sews.
I made my hat. I made his hat. I made her hat, and I made Norin's hat.
Well, he made one of my head.
And he's good.
Seems to me like you haberdasher. In fact, if you make hats,
Yeah,
Speaking of,
you're not wrong.
do you? I know this is weird. Can you like kneel for a second?
why?
I cannot see a good scenario coming out of this.
Right?
I want to see something really quick.
What's
Can
I'm
you
Just
tell
say
me
you want to
go
make him a
ahead,
hat. He
please?
tried to do this with me before as well, but then, and she points at her own horns.
He's not huge, I'd actually say.
Let me be upfront with you here, Carter. We did just meet about 10 minutes ago. You gotta give me some information here before I'm just gonna do stuff.
He's not very good
Okay.
socially.
Look, when you grow up in a monastery, you tend not to be social.
Okay, so what would you like to do with...
I want to make him a hat.
Okay, he wants to make you a hat. So would you like a hat? He makes great hats. Check this hat out. And I point to the one I'm wearing.
That is a nice hat.
It is, right? It's a captain's
Are you
hat.
wearing the hat or are you wearing the helm?
Right now, hat.
Okay, cool.
I switch it out when we go into battle.
It's the Ash Ketchum turn hat backwards, except
Oh,
my
fuck yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, also, I have my eye patch on. I don't know if he noticed that.
Oh, yeah,
What did
he's
you
probably
do?
gonna ask about that.
Oh,
in a
right.
second.
Yeah, okay.
So, yes, no. I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, I won't mind it if you want to make me a hat. I'm not gonna say no.
I just need to get like measurements and stuff.
Fair enough. Go ahead and take a knee.
He pulls out just an incredibly long like cloth measuring tape and just goes around the head, and then like you just see him. He pulls out a small little notebook and just starts writing furiously down. And he's like, "I'm gonna go with gold. You want it to fit like around the horns? Do you want it to fit between the horns? Maybe over one horn?
I trust your aesthetic judgment. It's not my strong suit.
Flexible. Okay.
Dangerous statement.
Then
And
He's just-
he looks at you, Norin. Yes. Did he dress you, or was that you?
Oh no, this is all me.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed
Right.
of my personal style.
That's fine.
I fluff my feather cloak.
So,
Hey.
Yes.
well, this is. I honestly have. This is my first time here. I don't know anything about this place.
Right, of course. Welcome to Cataracts. This is where I grew up. One of the islands in the Argark Isles. Home of the Minotaurs, as you probably have noticed.
A little bit.
I figured that one.
Nice to know that I'm not the only one with horns here.
That's certainly the case. You will not be alone in that regard.
Really? There's only minotaurs here?
There's a few folks who aren't Minotaurs. Most of them are on the fortress. Not so many out here in these outlying islands. If you could be useful here, you can stay here. Don't really care much what you look like. What do you mean, is it hard to see? What? Are you making a reference to something?
Cataract.
Oh, god damn it.
Did you not
Fair
realize
enough.
that when you named it?
Fair enough. No.
I was laughing because of Zarn's eye, and we were talking about
That's
pathologists
extra funny.
earlier.
Nope.
Yeah, I
that
know.
completely just.
I can't believe that never occurred to you.
Nope. I
Happy
don't think I
coincidence.
ever said it out loud.
Ah.
It's kind of like when I named Kuwait originally.
Oh,
Before
yeah, I'm sorry.
That was a bad name.
Yeah, it was.
I was the worst with it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bless you, Q. Bless you.
Yeah.
Just
No,
remember to
I
say
did
the
not
names
make
out
that
loud
connection.
before you make them official.
Yeah, things I need to do. Things I need to do.
You could always, change the emphasis on a different syllable.
I could, but
Hey.
Cataracts. No, it's cataracts.
Guitarax.
Catarax.
So,
So
Zarn, did you grow up here?
No, I did not. I grew up across the sea, back on the mainland. This is the land of where the Minotaurs kind of come around to, and when I was part of the pirate crew. I haven't been to this island in particular, but I've been to a number of islands around the area. It's kind of like our home base.
Oh,
So-
something you all would have noticed actually that I didn't mention. There is a temple to Pamplos on this island.
Oh, that's a nice temple.
When
It
Zarn was a pirate, was he like super mean and shit and rip people's arms and legs off and throw them overboard and torture them?
No, we didn't really go in for that sort of thing.
Out of curiosity,
Hold up. Earlier you were mentioning keel hauling, and now you're
I was-
like,
about to ask about that.
what?
What?
Should we be worried about you?
Every crew is different. I'm just saying. I mean, we did some cool shit back in the day, right? And I go to fist bump him.
Well, I mean, yeah.
He proceeds to fist bump you off the island.
I am adding a
Well, I'll
7A
scream.
to the notebook under revisit keel hauling discussion. Ask Zarn. WTF?
I was just interested in Pirate Zarn versus Nell Zarn.
I mean,
I assume it was the exact same. He just had a pair.
not a lot's different, honestly. I'm a little more
Yeah.
mellow now.
He had the red fiance both times.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
We don't talk about that.
This is honestly one of those ones that's just
He's got fiancés stashed everywhere.
How dare
Yeah,
you?
he is
How dare
all
you?
about-
How dare you? Okay.
Yeah,
Zarn, remind
Anywhere
me to tell you
he was
about
all over
something
it.
that might actually help you in that regard.
Okay, you know what? But this one's gonna fucking stick. Okay, this is the one.
So wait, did your other ones leave you, or?
We
Yeah, I
were
think one of
young.
the
All
parts-
right, listen. We were young. Our parents wanted us to get married. Okay, I thought I had feelings for her. I was a little. I was younger. I was like, oh my god, girls' boobs. Okay, but then she left. Okay, and I realized, she was a cool person. Didn't really care for that much. Not didn't care for her. Didn't love her the same way, okay?
This is
But
not
I
getting
love
better.
my fiancée, who is the best and only woman for me.
You know the hag is not like
Thunderfist.
listening to you say this and just like whispering back.
I'm
to
not
your
worried about the
fiancé.
hag. I'm worried about eyes and ears everywhere. All right.
At this point, Thunderfist stands up, Carter being done measuring, and is just like, I don't think I'll ever understand that concept, but I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Fiance, huh?
Yeah. She's great.
I'm glad for
She's
you.
really great. She wouldn't give a shit if you looked at another woman, for God's sakes.
I would never look at another woman because I am happily engaged.
So that's why you avoid looking at me
Exceptionally
and Bree.
dull.
Yeah, he keeps doing this. Everywhere we go, he does.
Because she's a city watch. She's got eyes and ears everywhere.
On the island of pirates?
You don't know that
Sorry.
shit, okay? You don't know.
For what it's
It's-
worth,
I'm starting to feel like this is actually not a healthy relationship for you if you're that paranoid.
I'm not paranoid. I just want
It's actually
people to know
perfectly
I love
fine.
her.
He's just a gigantic.
She's actually a sweetheart and
She
would
is.
not be mad.
She's actually
It's
super
just
nice.
he is
I like his
very
fiancé more than I
paranoid
like him.
and very scared of angering her in the slightest.
Yeah.
Not that she's violent. He's just really scared of.
I wouldn't say
making
scared
her
of her.
angry.
I just respect her strength.
I would say scared of her.
Little scared. Yeah,
I
I'm
would
scared.
say-
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared.
Yeah, let's.
Nyx
let's
is
be
just
honest with
looking at
ourselves.
Thunderfist like, alright then.
yeah, Thunderfist is like,
So for the record, I joined up with these lovely people, what, maybe 2 weeks ago at most?
it's been 3, I think, in
3,
game time,
yeah.
technically.
Yeah, it's been about that.
It was travel time is the thing.
It's been long enough. You can't pretend you're not one.
Oh no, I certainly can.
You can say that, but it's not fucking happening.
I certainly can.
I'm sorry. It's too late. We've already
No,
got a hat.
no.
We're already commissioning a jacket.
Doesn't mean I have to wear it.
I don't think you understand how jackets work.
On the back it says, on Wednesdays we wear jackets.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait, did we
Either
ever
way.
get back to Thunderfist's house, or are we still walking?
I thought
You were
we
in
were
his house.
talking.
You were-
Oh,
currently
we are.
in his house.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So,
I actually
Well,
thought we were still walking too.
yeah, what's been going on with you? I mean, we got a lot to talk about, but I figured we could swap some stories.
Well, so I've actually been back on the island. The Fist is running without me at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, pass it along for the time being, at least to the first mate.
good,
Something
it
more
wasn't
important
mutiny.
came up. No, nothing like that. It's mine whenever I want to take it back, which hopefully actually won't be for a little bit. I think I told you briefly a little while ago, Zarn, but I'm hoping to be the next leader.
Yeah. Is that why you're training so hard?
That's why I'm training so hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Then Kuroma is not going to be a pushover. He is the leader after all.
So why do you want to dethrone him, so to speak?
It's complicated.
we got time. Everything we do is complicated.
And considering what we just
True.
came from,
Yeah.
Roll
We're-
insight checks. The 5 of you.
We're in Thunderfist's place.
You're in his house.
Yeah.
You are in his house.
As we're all kind of standing there, I look at Nora and I'm like, "Do you want to like make up some tea or something like that? Because I feel like we're gonna be
Oh,
in for a long discussion."
Literally been sitting here drinking tea the entire time. I've got the like novelty oversized mug out. It's like
he's got a fucking goddamn. Where are
so
those
some
things?
ancient ass cookies. Stein.
What are those?
Yeah.
What are those things? No, the things that like the portable.
Thurman?
Thermos?
Yeah, that's
Oh
the
yeah.
one.
No.
Thermos.
Yeah. Oh shit. Right. Sorry. Insight.
God, you distracted motherfucker.
Hi.
A
have
jar
a
of
problem.
wine.
Next, Carter and Zarn. He seems reluctant to discuss this.
You don't say.
It like he said, complicated in kind of a closed off way. Like, it may actually be complicated. You don't know, but you get the distinct impression he's trying to shut the conversation down.
So since I didn't notice that, I'll go complicated how?
Yeah. So are we all sitting at this point in chairs? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys have all sort of made your way,
I-
like basically at what is his kitchen table.
As he says that, I kind of like, come on, what's going on? Like,
Would you rather the rest of us leave so you can just discuss it with Zarn?
Well, presumably he'd just go ahead and tell you afterwards, so that wouldn't make much of a difference, would it?
Well, that's
No,
that's,
George.
that's,
Then he's not a very good friend to you. So
that's not very,
Well,
that's not
he
true.
is.
You know, I would keep a secret from, especially if it's your secret. I won't tell these guys everything.
Zarn, you're a good friend to me, and I appreciate you very much, and you serve well on this ship, but until further notice or something changes, I think this is Minotaur business.
Okay. No, I get that.
No offense.
No, none taken.
I just... This is something that... Not strictly Minotaur, I should say, but residents of the Isles.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no offense taken at all. I know this is your thing, but just so you know, I'm always here if you need me.
I'm casting that on him.
Okay, do they need to make a saving throw at first?
No, at first I
Okay.
just get surface thoughts, and if I want to pry deeper, then they have to make a saving throw.
Okay, surface thoughts are... you get a sense of conflict, like he wants to talk about this, but feels like he can't, or shouldn't. Not can't, but shouldn't. And you get a strong sense of just unwavering, a strong sense of mostly unwavering, I would say, loyalty to the Isles as like a concept, as like a city-state, right? And that's most of what you pick up just as at a cursory level.
I have to make a decision roll. Hold on. Just gonna probe deeper.
Okay, he's gonna roll that saving throw.
A lot of rhinos in this island.
Yep. Yep.
Zarn nearly got killed by a rhino.
We don't talk about that.
Can't,
What's the
can't get
DC?
away from him.
16. Please roll low. So it's not worthless.
He... Hold on, I need to read a thing.
This entire time. Good job, me.
You've been muted the entire time.
Oh no.
No, fuck you!
Okay. So, Nyx, you feel the connection sever,
Got it.
and he turns and just looks right at you. That's rude.
Well, I mean, you make it so intriguing. You tease us with the information, but then decide not to.
What's going on?
Curiosity kills
Ooh.
I'm aware.
What is
care.
happening?
I respect my privacy. I've invited you into my home. I did not invite you into my mind.
Fair enough. I won't do it again.
What the hell did you do?
She's gonna turn it to Zorn.
Are you casting it again?
It says you can shift your attention
the
to
spell ends upon a succeed.
okay, yeah, sure. Cast it again. Just to give him an experience of what it's like. There.
Okay. Zarn, what are your surface thoughts right now? Presumably concern and growing indignation?
Yes, concern,
Luke.
growing anger.
A little bit of paranoia because he might think that Sonic's over here.
A lot of self-doubt is in there too.
Ooh. She's not gonna pry into that one though. The self-doubt makes her not want to pry into that.
Okay, then he doesn't notice you're doing it if you're not praying.
Yeah. What are you?
Ah, shit.
What are you doing? What happened?
All right. Then she'll pry.
Oh,
Just to
shit.
Okay,
roll
I need you to
wisdom
roll a wisdom saving throw, Zarn.
Something he's not really good at.
save. You can still tell, but now I
Yeah,
get
you
more.
know that you can tell that she's prying into your mind. What are you thinking about right now, Zarn?
Oh God, where to even start?
I gain insight into your reasoning, if any, your
Consider
emotional
the current
states.
conversation you're having and what emotions you're feeling at the moment.
So there is a deep feeling of loyalty and concern for Thunderfist. And also with the self-doubt, he's thinking a lot about the way the society is run, and he feels like if he was still here, they would kick him out because he's not worth anything.
Shit. And then there's also a solid side of, as the realization dawns on him, what is happening. Presumably anger?
Rage.
Yeah.
Absolute rage.
And we'll pick up from there.
So
And she'll end the spell right after that.
I would like to do a strength check and knock her out of her chair.
Okay.
Athletics?
Make an attack roll for me.
Okay.
Just like
Can
an
I try and
unarmed
catch her chair?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm fine with him like knocking her over. Still want to
Oh yeah, that's 100% gonna knock her over.
This Thundercrack's not magic, right? You don't get a bonus on that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You sort of shove and the chair falls over and makes you sprawl out on your ass.
And then
Bree's gonna go, Puck, are you okay?
I pick up the chair and just slam it against the wall and just point at her and say, "Don't ever fucking do that again."
You asked, I demonstrated, I deserved it, don't mind me.
You
but
do not
I figured
deserve
if...
to know what's going on in my head. Don't ever
No,
do
no,
that
no.
again.
No. I'm not saying I deserved to know what was going on in your head. I deserved what you did to me, dear.
And then he turns and goes sit back down.
The reason, however, that I did that was because if there was a way we could help, we needed the information. However, I understand now that was too far, and I will take my leave so you all can discuss things. And she's gonna walk out of the house.
Zarn, you remember all the like thousands of times when you yell same team?
Yes.
I don't disagree with you. But same team. Like, you are completely correct to be pissed off, but same team.
He doesn't even answer. He just turns back to Thunderfist. So,
And that's entirely fine.
what else can you tell us?
Yeah, sorry, this conversation kind of got weird for a minute there.
Let me put it this way. I disagree with some of the policies that Professor Linchroma is instituting, and think that I'm a good person to go a different direction.
Fair enough.
I'd vote for you.
It's
not how it works, but I appreciate it.
It's not necessarily.
I
a
know
vote.
it's not.
So, I guess it's our turn to explain. I'm assuming since you've been here, you're not very familiar with what's going on the mainland?
You mean the rebellion?
Oh, yes. So,
Oh, shit.
Hold on. I got two really important questions. They're very important.
Go ahead, Bray.
Okay. Have you ever heard of the Blue Arrow?
Can't say I'm familiar with that one.
What about the Maelstrom?
Not that one either.
God damn
Do
it!
that thing where I put my hand up and pointed, Zarn. That one's him.
Yeah, that's the name I kind of gave myself, and I kind of looked down.
We got kicked out of Ildar.
We
You
did.
got kicked out.
We
Of
very much did.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yep.
Part of the
What
long
did you
story.
do?
We killed the mayor.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, long story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was
Short
bad.
version, he was a cultist for an evil god.
Yeah.
The grinning skull, to be exact.
Yeah.
Oh, hence the
Yeah, you got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
that's your thing now, Holy Crusader.
my life has gotten
Unintentionally.
infinitely more complex since I last saw you.
That sounds like a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's been to the water plane.
Yeah, we've been to.
Oh
the
yeah,
water.
we went to the water plane. Man,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
it was weirdly cold.
That doesn't seem weird at all.
So basically, we kind of have an ongoing mission to kill a god. We're trying to end a rebellion, and then also I have my own little personal good luck charm
Side quest going
right
on.
here, and he points to his eye patch.
Yeah, what's up with that? Did you get in a fight with a tiger and lose, or what?
Tell him he can't poke it out.
Not really. So he pulls the eye patch up. The eye's still there, but a couple months by now.
Oh.
Year. How long ago was it?
Bang? About a year.
A year and a bit.
Yeah.
So about a year
Like, we
ago.
had a, yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago, we ran across a hag who told us that we needed to give her something from. She could take something that we loved, or she'd kill us.
Sounds
So-
like a.
Yeah, so I offered myself to save everyone else. She came calling about a week ago, and now I have this. She tried to take something from my mind, I wouldn't let her, and now she jammed her finger into my eye in a dream, and then now it's this. I want to rip the goddamn thing out, but they won't let me.
Please,
I said
seriously,
no.
stop trying to rip your fucking eyes out. Eye out.
That feels like maybe a last resort scenario, not the first option.
Alright, and I pull the eye patch back down.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not an option, because it's an option, because that's bad shit. But maybe investigate some other things first.
Yeah,
See?
We did briefly consider going to the Feywild.
I mean, I
Just
feel like it's still
kinda
an
got
option.
Is
Yeah, we kind of just got
also
busy
an
for the thing we're
option.
doing.
We have many
That's a
options
vote.
on the table.
yeah. And right now, we've been tasked by the rebellion leader who we met. We are trying to get together all the leaders of the cities on the mainland to meet and end this rebellion peacefully. And we have 1 month.
Shit.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
Honestly, I think this might be a
So
easier than our usual bullshit.
you are killing cultists
Yep.
of the god of death,
Yep.
and also you are setting up peace talks for the largest rebellion in the history of Galitaia.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
Did we
mean,
also
You know,
mention?
when you say it out loud like that, it makes us sound like weirdos.
Isn't
Did-
Zarn badass?
I mean,
Can you tell him he's badass?
Did we also mention that there's also a demon involved?
Oh yeah,
that
we pissed off a
was
demon.
killed twice.
Is it Glabrezu?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they call us the
Gold
Guardians
Lord?
of Galataia.
We call us the Guardians of Galataia. No one else.
It's on my
More-
tattoo list.
It's more of I feel like Zarn
Tattoo
calls
shops
us that.
here. This rebellion has gotten in the way of my tattoos.
I feel like we've probably got more important things at the moment.
He sort of looks down at his body covered in fur. Tattoos aren't a real common thing around here. Maybe on the fortress you might find a couple for those of us who aren't covered in fur, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just gonna sigh dramatically.
Bunch of barbers make a killing out here.
So how long do you think you're going to be staying here on the island? Or at least how long until you challenge for leadership?
trials are in a couple of months.
Gotcha.
Hey, during the trials, is it open to like spectators, or
Yes.
is that kind of a
Yep.
adding that to the list?
What happens to the loser?
I imagine they're
They
probably
lose.
dead.
No,
No,
nothing
they,
like that.
that was my question.
They just aren't the leader.
Okay. They don't dead.
No.
Is it like you have to go 1-on-1 with the leader and whoever wins gets the spot?
There's several contests of strength, of wits, of... To be leader, you have to be good at more than one thing.
Naturally.
Ah, that's why you're doing the schooly stuff.
That's the
That
one.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
I mean, the moment I'm still mostly just training. Why would you want to help anyway? You don't even really know why I'm doing this.
I know you.
You do?
That's reason enough for me. You're my best friend.
Fair.
You're friends with him. That's
Fair.
good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone on the ship. You guys are like a second family to me. I'm not gonna just abandon you guys when you need me.
Aww.
Actually, you might enjoy this. You'll never guess where we were during all this rebellion stuff. We actually went to Juan Laredo. And I actually...
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot you're super wanted there.
So, didn't
Not
run
anymore.
Yeah, didn't run into the admiral. I tried to negotiate a pardon for everyone. They said they could pardon me, and that's it. So,
I mean, no surprise there.
I mean,
I'm
sorry. I tried.
No, I mean, it's really no big. They haven't caught any of us yet, and I don't think they ever will. And besides, if I manage to do this thing, taking me prisoner wouldn't go well.
Well, you have to remember, if they take you prisoner, I'm gonna bust you out myself. And that goes for everybody on the ship.
Yeah, I know you would.
Well, I mean, I don't want to keep you from doing any more training today. I mean, do you want to get a drink? Any drinks around here? Let's get a fucking drink.
Drink sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
go
catch up to you guys. I'm gonna make sure Nix is okay.
I need to clean up anyways. I'll meet you at the tavern. There's only really one here, so
Okay.
so nice.
Yeah, works for me.
In an hour or two.
Yeah, perfect.
Sure, sounds like a plan. It's good to see you again, Zorn. I'm glad you made your way back.
It's good to see you too. I'm glad that you're okay.
Same here.
I give him a bro hug.
Don't carve your eye out until your shirt's the only option.
Thank you.
Same team. Same team. I give him a hug and I leave with everybody else.
Okay. Nix.
Yar.
You are doing the thing you told me you were doing?
Yar.
Okay. I want you to roll a... what do I want you to roll for this? Roll a survival check.
Help me find the thing.
I mean, you could do it that way if you want.
I mean, it's probably gonna get me better results, to be honest. Actually,
tell you what,
you know
actually, roll a perception check.
Perception.
That's the way I want to do this, yeah.
Okay. Natural 20.
Damn,
Ooh.
okay. So you managed to find the dock. There is a dock, singular, on this island. And whereas most of the island is like craggy cliff, right? There is a small section of beach, which is, in order to get there, there is a extremely well fortified stone gate that stretches basically from like where the cliff ends to where the cliff begins again. This is a very nearly impregnable island, and this is like the small one, which is something that you take note of with that high roll, is like this small town is practically impregnable. You arrive at the gate and to the docks, and you are let out without issue as someone just leaving the town to the docks. The gates close behind you, and you see a few ships in harbor. Most of them are Minotaur vessels. You see mostly Minotaur crews. You see one that doesn't look like it has a lot of activity happening on it. That has a... Go ahead and just roll a straight intelligence check for me.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh, that is. Oh, that is 17.
All right. You see one flying a black flag with the image of a skull split down the middle. You've heard them mention the name of their ship before, the Skull's Ruin.
Mm-hmm.
You put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. All right, so she's gonna head towards that one.
Zarn, question.
Yes.
Are those things on the ship still active?
Yes, they are.
I forgot about that shit.
Oh shit! It's about to go down for real.
That does depend on where she goes.
Oh my god, I forgot
baby.
about those. And I remember watching that episode and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be funny.
Fucking check for traps.
All right.
Yes.
So, Nix, you make your way up the gangplank onto the ship. It's a pretty nice ship.
God damn it, Jess. Well, bye.
This is a nice ship. It's got. I don't think I have a thing here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because it's pretty.
God damn.
Yeah, it's a nice ship.
That's a ship.
3-masted vessel with a. You can see sort of the ship's wheel up the back, up the front, obviously, and compartments beneath. Looks to be a fair amount of space. You going anywhere in particular? What are you doing?
Honestly, she would probably. So, like, what part of the deck has the best view?
Best view? I mean, there's a crow's nest.
I mean, like, aside from the crow's nest, because that's really high up.
Probably up right near the ship's wheel, actually. That's the highest point on the deck proper.
Yeah, that's probably where she would go. Like,
Okay.
probably, like, looking over the back of it, just kind of watching the sea.
Okay, so you climb out basically to the bow. I think that's the right term for this nautical thing.
Stern.
The bow of the
The,
ship.
the stern is
Stern.
what you're looking for. The
Stern.
bow is the front.
Bow and prow are the same thing, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you climb up to the stern. Norn, it was removed in Ildar, and never replaced.
Yep.
Oh, the wheel owner's room? Okay.
Yeah,
That's right. Okay.
when your ship got commandeered.
But the
You know, she has no interest in going below deck. She just wanted a place to chill that was not, like, in the city, essentially.
Yeah. So you sort of kick back on.
Like, she has her legs, like, over the edge, just kind of, like, swinging back and forth.
Okay,
Jesus
cool.
Christ.
You just go sit there. Nice. Okay, so you just hang out there for a while. The other 4 of you, what you doing? Oh, you go outside. The other 4 of you, Nix is nowhere to be seen, Norn.
So, she's either dead or trying to steal our boat.
What? She's stealing your boat?
I assume things. 'Cause that's what I would do.
Yes, a woman who's not from around here wants to steal a ship.
Yep.
Carter.
Hey, it worked
actually-
for Jack Sparrow.
Carter actually like looks at Zarn and be like, "I'm cool with the bar thing, but I want to get home while I still got the idea in my head for the hat. So I want to go back and write down and sketch out a few things."
back to the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus we
I'm
ended
gonna
up
go make sure she's not going through my stuff. I'm gonna go with you.
You don't even know she's on the ship.
I strongly suspect she's either there or dead.
Actually, you know what, Carter?
You think everybody?
I'll come with you. I got some. Now that we're here and we got a little bit of time, I'm gonna try to get a little work done on some projects I'm working on. I gotta grab my materials. I'll come with you.
For what it's worth, you guys do all know, Nix has never actually seen your ship before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know if she's anywhere, she's definitely on our ship.
Does she even
Like,
know we have a ship?
It's
Yeah, it's
narratively
been mentioned.
No, I
in
know.
Yes, I've been
the-
talking-
Warren completely
That was-
assumes his life is a play.
That was Zarn asking, not
It
children.
would help if I was
It'd
unmuted.
be a good spot if we had
probably.
character voices.
Considering Zarn said on multiple occasions, "Hey, I'm a captain now."
Also, you know, let's go back to our ship and, like, we'll have the meeting on our ship.
Yeah.
Bless you, Zarn.
Bree is
Intelligence
not
of
going
plus
back to
0?
this ship.
Shut up.
Hey, that's
He's
average
going to the
intelligence,
bar.
man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Everyone shut up.
Bree's going to the bar.
Yep.
Who's just going straight there?
Yep, she's going to tell stories about the Maelstrom and the Blue Arrow because clearly they're lacking this information in this part of the world.
Actually, I don't need the
Norin
materials.
is now torn between figuring out which person he needs to go make sure it doesn't die.
I'm gonna go with Bree instead, because the material I have the sword part made on the ship. I need to make the handle, so I was gonna try to swing by a forge on the way to the bar if possible.
Okay.
right,
You do not actually see any forges on this island.
Shit. Okay.
Hey, Bree, do me a favor. If you tell the story of us, like, heroically saving Juan Laredo, you want to mention the gigantic angel appeared over the city?
Oh, yeah.
Angel.
Yeah. We'll totally do the stories about the angel.
Thank you.
She's friends with Pamplus.
She is, but she's also...
This is a
Beautiful,
Pamplus
glorious.
place. She's friends with Pamplus.
Oh, no, she absolutely is. And she is super cool with storms.
Yes, loves storms.
Yeah. Absolutely loves them.
Her favorite fighter is Maelstrom.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
Her
of his
favorite
name.
season is the fall when the best storms happen.
That's really funny. There was just a big ass crack of thunder here.
I heard it.
Yeah, I just heard that.
I am a prophet.
Yeah. She loves storms. Boom!
See?
Okay. So let's go get some. Let's get some drinks.
Okay, so Bree and Zarn are heading to the bar.
Sailor Bar. They're the
Carter and Norin are going back to the ship.
Briefly.
Yeah, but that's where you're heading at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the gate to the docks. You guys eventually, like, Zarn gives you direction to the docks because he can figure that out. He knows the general layout, even if you've never been here specifically. He knows what to look for. Tells you where to go. You guys head down to the dock. The guards let you out, no problem. Gate closes behind you, and you go to your ship. We'll get to you guys in a second. Bree and Zarn, you guys just head to the one tavern on the island. There is no forge that you can find on the island, Zarn. Doesn't look like there is one here. You know that they do forge stuff in the isles. It's not like that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There's just not one here. Any forging appears to be done elsewhere and is shipped over for sale or use.
Would it be right to assume this is like the farming island, like where the food?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Like, you think... Roll an intelligence check.
Hey, yeah, intelligence plus 0. 3.
Okay. Yeah, never mind.
There's
no
an island.
forges here.
There's water here.
Yeah. There's no... They farm shit, I guess.
We can ask in the bar.
So pretty. So pretty.
So you guys make your way in.
Excuse me.
So you guys make your way into the tavern. It's all minotaurs in here. Behind the bar, sitting in the stools. There's nobody in this tavern that is not a minotaur. It's still like afternoon, so it's not like there's some people in here, but it's not real full. It's mostly empty. A few people maybe eating early dinners or just like grabbing a beer with a friend type scenario. Yeah, pretty relaxed environment in there at the moment.
Well,
What are
I'm
you guys
gonna
gonna do for the next? I don't know,
drink a
hour?
lot
Okay, drink some beer.
Oh, no.
and lots of drinking and lots of telling about the Maelstrom and how he took down Ildar, and I'll mention the Blue Arrow as well.
Go ahead and roll a performance check. And one thing that you do notice, some of the people here have heard of the Blue Arrow.
Holy shit!
Ooh, performance, so I get
Again,
advantage on that
sailing
too.
culture. Thunderfish is a little bit out of the loop right now because he's been busy as fuck.
22.
All right, cool. Stories go over well, as they usually do when you tell them. There is much you sort of hear amongst the small crowd here. The talk spread of Maelstrom and of the battle in Juan Laredo and the Angel of Peace and the angel of peace and
Kindness.
and kindness.
Light.
Thank you. Yeah, that.
And
Light
he was
of
good
peace
friends
and
with
kindness.
Pamplos.
Yeah, angel of peace and light and kindness that appeared over the city.
And she personally backs the Maelstrom, and she is friends with Pamplos.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
welcome,
So
'cause that's
that sort of
legit,
things go around. Yeah. Cool. Zarna, you doing anything in particular?
Drank.
Yeah, just drinking at this point.
Cool.
Send a message to Sonnet. Just checking in.
What exactly do you say?
Met with
What do you-
rebel
where- sissy?
leader, setting up peace talk. Currently at Argok Isles.
You what now? And you're where?
Hey, babe. On Argok. So all right. So that's one slot. Let me do another.
Yeah.
So that's one.
Mark.
Yeah. So I'll do a second one. So on Argok Isles, with Thunderfist, meeting with leaders of cities in 1 month. Talk to you soon.
You're gonna make a peace talk with. You just hear sort of like her response is confused and well, hold on. Let me remind myself what her response is because I wrote this down. I'm prepared, guys.
You're breaking up. No, we don't. Norn does not need to discover Snapchat.
Oh God.
Jesus. No. No.
That's
If we
what
get
I wrote.
Snapchat before fucking Electrum, I'm leaving this game.
No. That's why Electrum is like used. It's only used in the cell
Oh my
phones.
god, it's all Snapchat filters.
You know how like they have like the little silver shit in cell
Okay.
phones? It's Electrum.
How dare you?
So Sonnet's response is, you're going to make an effort towards starting peace talks. I mean, peace seems like a good plan. Don't get me wrong, but you're doing it.
Okay.
That probably came across a bit differently than she intended it to.
That's an all right. Another spell slot. Okay, if Bree sees Zarn's face just furrow, and another spell slot. First off, how dare you? Secondly, I can totally do this.
You get a response. No, oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I'm surprised it's you guys have not the rebellion, not you specifically being bad at. Oh shit, I'm sorry, guys.
Another spell slot. Are you kidding me right now? We're gonna talk about this when I get home.
This is amazing.
Oh my God.
You just get a
I
response
hope we
back.
get in a fight now.
I love you too.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
It's their first fight.
Yep.
It
We're
is
not
their
even
first
married
fight.
yet.
So that was 4 spell slots well used.
Oh, look, a Hydra.
That's hilarious. That was a cue misspeaking as much as it was Sonnet. That's super fucking funny.
I'm just happy I can continuously weave "How dare you" into all the sessions somewhere.
Dare you?
First of all, how dare you?
It is kind of your catchphrase.
It
Oh.
is. Yep, that's Zarn. Snicket in chat. That's Zarn's new catchphrase. So his command
How
should
dare
be
you.
"How dare you."
Pretty much. Should be.
So I turned to Bree, kind of feeling a little bit. We are so going back to Corellendale, and I'm having a talk with my fiance.
Oh
Why?
my
What'd you do?
God.
She was like, "You're in charge of this," and I was like, "What?"
No, she did not.
She did. Yeah. She said she didn't mean it, but she always means it. So we're gonna
wow.
we're having a talk. Also, do you think we should have our wedding when we get back?
No, not quite when you get back, because you
Okay.
need to plan it a bit.
I mean, what's the plan?
And
Like,
it's like there's like a rebellion still going on, so you might want to wait till that's over.
Well, what if we get like a quickie marriage, like while we're back in town, and then?
Well, that's got benefits because then you don't have all that other hoi polloi boring crap.
That's true. That's very true. Last spell slot. Hey, I'm still mad, but buy a nice dress.
The response you receive back is, "What the fuck?"
Mike,
It's like 2 in the morning.
Sonnet is not Violetta. She can't be won by dresses.
I didn't say that. I said
How do
just
you
buy a
know?
nice dress. And I can't respond to her because that's all my spell slots. I have all my 1st and 2nd level, but 3rd, 4th, and 5th are gone.
Oh, fucking.
Please don't
He's
throw anything
hard.
at us. I'm exhausted with
I
my low level
sincerely
slots.
hope we do. Yeah. Disadvantage on everything.
Meanwhile, the
Zark.
only thing I've used my spells were for fucking prying into people's brains.
Can I see your eye?
No.
I pull it down.
God damn it! Why did we let them go together?
Bree's gonna poke it.
No, I'm gonna look in his eye and I'm gonna go, "Oh, Broomhilda, are you listening to us?"
Hilda.
Jesus Christ.
Because let me tell you this. You really should have taken me instead of Zarn. If you want to come and talk to me about it, that would be fine. Because I'm a much better deal. Because
Stop! No, she can hear you. Stop! Stop! No! No! I'm just really. Oh, I'm so tired.
Spritz bottle.
Yeah, because Zarn still technically has a point of exhaustion, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm just so. Ow.
You just clonk out on the
Yeah.
bar.
After a few drinks plus
After a couple
exhaustion.
drinks and exhaustion. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, exhaustion and 2 beers. He's out.
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
giggling because you know he was all like, "We should go for drinks," and his buddy's not even there yet. And he's just
Yeah, he's just passed
He's
out.
He's out already.
Breeze all seriously. Come see me.
Do you like push
He's,
it?
like, passed out and
push his
He's
head
his eye
aside. Pull the eye patch off. Come
just
find me, you
seriously, bitch.
That's amazing. All right, so now we're gonna hop back.
Oh.
Carter and Norin.
Carter.
You guys. What?
Carter.
What is Norin doing?
Oh, Nora's just gonna mention offhand. They're gonna burn that bar to the ground, aren't they?
I don't know about burning it to the ground. I mean,
It's
we'll
not,
probably get back.
It's not
to
gonna
it.
be standing when we get there, right?
It'll be standing. I'm not saying it's going to be in the best shape in the world. There's probably going to be quite a few tables and some chairs wrecked because Zarn probably got pissed off and started hitting people.
I think it depends if he's sending Sonnet.
That's true.
Like non-zero chance, he's just gonna like go nuts.
I mean, when
Somebody's
he
gonna
says-
shit talk the Maelstrom, and he's just gonna like crack him with a hammer or some shit.
when he sends to Sonnet, he either ends up being really happy or really sad by the end of it.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on what they talk about. And because he's drunk, it really, it could go either way.
What are the chances that he tells her about this whole Peacocks thing, and it just gets super weird?
Scale of 1 to 10.
It's like a 12, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Glad you're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
As you guys continue to have this conversation and get closer to your ship, you see sitting on the stern the now familiar figure of Nyx.
I'm just gonna clap Carter on the shoulder and dimension door us both up to the top.
Jesus.
He's like, oh, hey,
How
look,
you
there's holy
doing?
shit.
You doing
Hi.
okay?
Was better before you gave me a heart attack.
Are the doors to get below, like, below us?
They're like on. There's a door like on like the slightly lower level. You guys are like where that X is in the picture. The
Yeah,
doors
so
to
I'm
get
guessing-
below are
yeah.
like here.
That's where we are, and then the doors are, like, there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's like, as soon as we land, Carter just, like, cuffs Norin in the shoulder and be like, warning next time.
Eh,
Looks at Nyx, kind of gives her a nod, and then just like hops down and then
I
goes.
promise
sit in the-
nothing.
All right then.
So how
Lovely
you
ship you
doing?
guys have.
Oh, thank you. Surprised you found the place okay.
I mean, I can find my way around a place pretty easily, and you guys have talked about the ship enough.
No one's just going back in his head. Oh fuck, we do talk about this ship a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough.
How's Zarn?
I mean, he's going to get drunk and probably drunk booty call his fiance. So, like, non-zero chance we're going back to that bar just being fucked.
Just who to what now?
You cut out.
Oh, sorry.
90% chance we're going back to the bar just to...
Just burn to the ground, or lightning to the ground, or whatever it is he does when he's bored.
let me guess, Bree went with...
Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah, Carter and I thought of it as we kind of got here. It's probably fine.
Tail
Yeah,
call,
it's
thank
definitely tail call. First off, yeah.
Fuck. I really
Yeah, I regret my actions, but at the same time...
Yeah, I get it. I have occasionally thought to myself, and I wish I could read these guys' minds, and then I think better of it.
well, it's habit for me. Why do
That's
you think
fair.
I had so much information?
I just assumed you're a great talker.
I mean, there is that as well, but sometimes they don't like to talk.
That's not ominous at all.
I only use it if I feel it's necessary.
That's not ominous at all either.
Either way.
Yeah.
No, I was just
So you gonna
concerned-
come grab a drink with us, or are you gonna keep sitting here on the poop deck, or...
Well, I mean, and her tail's kind of like swinging back and forth. I don't know if it would be good for me to join you all for drinks. It's kind of why I took up on my own.
In what way?
He was quite upset with me.
Oh, he'll be fine in like 5 minutes. Like, he's gonna drink, he's gonna talk to his fiance, he's probably gonna break something. Bree's gonna tell some kind of ridiculous story, because she's really good at those. Hey, he'll be fine.
I mean, the Minotaur is also going to be showing up, so...
Yeah. I mean, wait, what? I mean, what?
I mean, what?
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 Norrin walks downstairs.
Sorry, that was meta! Just assume, going for drinks, Minotaur is going to be there, whatever.
Yeah. Norrin's actually just like downstairs putting stuff away and like frantically repacking his bag of holding with random food,
Okay.
and then come back up. I'm like, all right,
Nick's
Well,
will join.
yeah, I'm probably set for some kind of weird bullshit.
Carter. Yeah, we're gonna
Coming with
pause.
us?
Carter, what are you doing?
If they go in there, he is just sitting at like a desk and with sort of like a makeshift sketch pad out, just like fine-tuning details of what the hat is going to look like.
Okay.
So, where exactly are these glyphs by your guys' rooms?
He doesn't know that.
No, Angie is asking.
Oh, okay.
They are in the thresholds of the doorway, of each of the doorways.
So, I imagine that Nyx would have followed Norrin down.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Norrin, so where are you going exactly?
I was going to my room to dump stuff out of the bag of holding.
Okay. So if Nyx is following you down, Norrin, you walk into your room downstairs, which actually, so one point of clarification here, now that you guys have a crew, you guys don't have separate rooms anymore, except for Zarn, because he's got the captain quarters. The three of you, well, I'll put it this way. You do each have your own room, but there's multiple bunks in them, and one or two of the crewmen have been staying in them as well. So it's not just your stuff in these rooms.
They better not have wrecked my mirror.
Nope, your mirror's just fine.
Oh, hey, shit! I need to actually go pick that up.
No, I hope it blows up on you when you walk over the threshold.
Anyway,
I was there.
so
No,
I'm
my
also
concern
definitely not
is-
going to think about it.
It's
My-
bolted to the wall.
My
Okay.
concern is if Nyx even like remotely goes to lean in the doorway to wait for Norin.
yeah, so is Nick?
Norin is absolutely not going to think of that.
So
Yeah.
Norrin walks into the room and starts doing things. Nick, do you follow him in?
No, she doesn't follow him in. Just like kind of, you know how like you lean in the doorway and just like watch
Mhm.
a person.
Yeah,
That's
so
what she's doing.
You step into the door threshold to do it. I need you, and only you actually, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is
Oh,
gonna go
shit,
swimmingly.
Norin just. Oh. Fuck.
That's a 7.
Oh.
Okay. You take.
Oh, do I still have those 11 temp hit points?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You always have those.
You take 6 thunder damage, and you are pushed 10 feet back into the hallway as you suddenly, as you step in the threshold, there's sort of like a glowing sigil on the ground for just a split second, and then there's just an audible, just like boom, and you feel like you're forced back by something.
Well, that's a security system.
Carter runs out with
Yeah,
his...
Norin like runs over. Oh fuck! Right, I forgot about that. Are you
Well, here's a question.
helps her up
Does she get blown back
Into another sigil.
door?
into an
That would be so funny.
No, the hallway is wider than the 10 feet.
Thank
That's
fuck, because
hilarious.
like, I
She-
really would
she
not want
does,
to be a
she does
ragdoll.
land on her ass, but
Oh shit!
yeah.
Norin runs
Carter
over and helps her
runs
up.
runs out of his room with his monk bow just completely extended, just like, what the hell's going on? Who's here?
Carter, did you remember these until literally right now? Because I absolutely.
I mean, no.
I absolutely forgot we had sigils.
I mean, all right then.
Like I'm helping Nick.
Yeah,
Like,
we
are
might
you
wanna
okay?
talk
I'm fine, but sweet mother of fuck.
Yeah, sorry. That's on me. That's my bad.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
gotta
clever
remember.
as hell. Clever.
Yeah, I don't usually give Zarn enough credit for this. This was actually a really
Wait.
fucking good idea.
That was Zarn?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There was also one in front of the wheel that you would have stepped on if we didn't forget to put it back after the last guys.
Well, thank
Yeah.
fuck for that. I think I might have been blown off the goddamn ship.
There's worse things.
It's a fun experience.
Yeah, it's actually better than you would think.
She's just like giving them both this look of, are you fucking serious?
Look, this is not the weirdest thing that we've come across.
Carter walks back into the room.
She's just gonna walk back up to the deck.
Yeah, Norin's following like, I'm really super sorry.
So about those drinks. I could use one now.
Let's
That's
go.
twice
Yeah,
I've been
let's
on my
let's
ass.
go do the yeah. Carter, you coming with? Are you working on your thingy?
I'll be there. Gotta finish up a
Your
couple
monk
things.
Okay, so I'll say that Norn and Nyx head to the bar. Carter, you stay there for 10 or 15 minutes. The two of you make your way back up to the gates. The folks manning the gates recognize you as having been people they let out. They let you back in, no problem. It's there's a little bit of a challenge. Like you can tell, like they're guardsmen, but at the same time, like you're like one of the very rare non-Minotaur folk that they see around here. You're pretty memorable.
I'd like to think I stand out as well.
Yeah, you're not exactly hard to notice, even in a crowd of half elves. So,
It's true.
so the two of you make your way without any issue back to the town to find what is in fact the only tavern. It doesn't. It like literally doesn't even have a name on it. It's just the tavern. A few minutes later, Carter, you finish up and you walk out, and the same thing happens. Eventually,
I bring my sketchbook with me.
okay, cool. Eventually, so Nix and Noon, you guys walk in first. You see the tavern is still pretty relaxed, so business has picked up a little bit at this point, as it's starting to get more into sort of the supper hour. Bree is talking to people, to the bartender, to various other people, and you see Zarn passed out face first on the bar.
Does
I also
Greater
drew
Restoration remove
stuff on
exhaustion?
his face with my lipstick.
Greater Restoration
Rest-
does remove.
All right, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna Greater Restoration Zarn. Just like shake him awake and restoration.
Greater restoration. Oh, reduce the target's exhaustion.
It does.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. You can do that. Okay.
I think it also gets rid of the drunkenness too.
Ooh, I have to go buy Diamond Dust while we're here.
Yeah, I will
'Cause
say
I don't have a
Zarn,
lot of that.
you awaken to a sort of warm cleansing feeling. You feel awake, more awake than you have all day, in a couple of days actually, and totally sober.
Oh.
Oh, right, I forgot.
So
I'm completely sober.
I will specifically point out, Zarn, those other things I sent you still in effect.
I have to double check what they were again.
Oh, make sure you definitely go ahead and check the. Watch that. And
Man, you keep
You
cutting
cut out
like a
really
storm.
bad.
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
God damn it!
Fix your voice activity thing, dude.
I did. I
Are you
turned
on
it
push?
down so
I
you
think
don't
it's
have to
probably
listen.
just his
bullshit.
internet. I don't think it's.
Yeah, my internet's just Garbo today.
Because you live in what?
just.
Northern ass Saskatchewan. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What fuck Saskatchewan?
yeah.
There we go. Cool.
I've made my choices.
I have pinned your message.
That's a good idea. Yes.
Okay, so all that stuff is still in effect.
Yes. All that stuff is still in effect.
Gotcha. Okay.
Feeling any better, buddy?
Wow.
Oh, I actually forgot about one of those earlier. That's fine. It didn't matter.
Nix
Wait.
is like sitting across the table from him this time.
But yeah, he wouldn't have been drunk though, right? He only had like a
Not
beer.
that one. The
What?
second one on the list. I
Yes.
forgot about that earlier.
Oh, I didn't think. Well, he had disadvantage on that
it didn't
anyway
matter.
because
Yeah.
of exhaustion.
Yeah, doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Yeah. Wow. Thanks. I feel a lot better actually.
Yeah, I meant to do that before, and I completely forgot.
Yeah, I haven't
That's my
really
bad.
haven't been sleeping well. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I can imagine why. That feels like a reasonable response to the situation.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that. Thank you though. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no problem. So where did level with me here? Has Bree started a bar fight?
No, actually, she's just been spreading stories. She shit talked my eye.
I can hear her telling that one specific story in the background. I'm just
Yes.
kissing myself laughing.
Let me tell you something about Bray that's going to help out a lot. Your concerns are 100% warranted in any other type of bar. We're in a bar full of sailors. She is in her element. This is where she's the most
yeah,
safe.
that's actually a really valid point.
Yeah, we are the most safe of her not doing anything in a bar like this. She's home.
Yeah, fair enough.
My people.
All right. I'm gonna yell over at the bartender. Another round of, I don't know,
The
ale.
they've got a few things, but yeah, it's mostly various ales and lagers and other types of beer.
Ooh.
It's not a huge selection. There's like 4 or 5 things that are a little different,
shit.
but yeah, they're all beer.
Nice.
There is actually, I should point out, so the selection here, there's a few beers, there is a wine, there is one particularly pricey beer that is advertised as being dwarven,
I absolutely buy that one.
and there is Maroki for sale.
Oh shit.
Maroki.
The Maroki is very expensive. Like, you know that it's expensive outside of Moriand. It's really fucking expensive.
Hell, I've got Maroki in my bag.
I was gonna say, do we have any more Maroki?
You
Because we
still
could
have
probably
Maroki.
actually make some money.
How
I have an
Oh,
open
so
bottle.
pretty.
How many do we have in the bag? Or how many do we have between us? Because
We have 4 bottles inside Carter's bag of colding.
Oh my god, can we please sell those and actually get some money? 'Cause we're unpainted.
Or we could just drink it.
No.
Drink.
No,
Chug
we'll
it.
drink the ridiculous dwarven ale, because that sounds delicious.
We haven't
First
met
of all.
any dwarves, have we? I just realized that.
Yes, we do.
You have
Yeah.
met dwarves.
We've had at least one.
We
You
met
did
those
Ravenloft.
beer-making dwarves.
The iron.
Oh shit, yeah, when we
Iron-
got that keg that we
Oh,
took
God.
to the Day of the
I
Dead.
wrote the names down.
There was that. There were also the 3 dwarves in Ravenhold.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I was talking about.
Ironstock.
Yeah.
There it is. The Ironstock family.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right.
Oh,
Stay
man.
corrected.
Okay. Garrick met them. Okay. Carter has not.
Yeah.
Carter probably
Carter
has.
there.
probably knows who they are, though.
How?
Oh, yeah, he
They
knows who
make
they
the
are.
best beer in Ravenhold.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just didn't have it written down. I had it written down for Garrick.
How much is the dwarven ale?
Dwarven Ale?
I'm covering it
it's-
out of party funds.
Dwarven Ale is probably, we'll call it 8 silver for a mug.
I buy exactly enough to make that an even number in gold.
You buy
how much is that in gold?
5
Five.
mugs, which
Five.
is 4 gold.
For 4 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is how much electrum?
8.
That is 8 Electrum.
Rocks
That
falls
also-
over and dies.
I
Yeah.
love you. I love you, quads.
I
Your
also really
glass
appreciate
shatters.
that because that
Ah!
perfectly. Oh no!
Quick, form it
Shit! Now I
into a
gotta
water
buy him
ball.
another. Now I need to buy another 5
been here
because
before.
I'm not getting fucking silver in the bag of holding.
No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't.
I will immediately forget it's there.
Yep.
It's like pennies.
I buy everything in 5s for the rest of the night.
Mhm. Which is handy. Do you all want to have any conversations before Thunderfish shows up?
Zarn,
Yes.
when was the last time that you saw Thunderfist prior to like today?
Oh, wow. Actually, it was a couple days before I met you guys for the first time.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were on the ship.
Fuck, that's been a while.
Yeah, we were told that the Elvish army was closing in. I begged them to let me stay, but Thunderfist always thought that this life wasn't meant for me. So he told me to leave, and he dropped me off in the port district of Corellendil.
That's like what happened to me.
I know. I feel like that's why we get along so well, Bray.
You just kick you off your own ship. It sucks.
Yeah, so he dropped me off in the port district. Kind of wandered around for a few days. I actually met Gax, looking for a job, and then that's how I met you guys.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet that Darlin guy?
Which guy?
His name was Darlin. He was a real jerk.
Was that the
Zara,
guy who
you-
hired me?
No, you have a vague recollection of your original time in Corellendil, of there being stories of some asshole named Darlin. You don't remember any specifics, but you remember he was apparently an asshole.
He was a real asshole.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I've heard stories that he was a huge dick.
Ah, I started them.
Oh. God, Bree, you're good. You're good at this.
He was such an
Jeez.
asshole.
Who was he?
Well, we went into this bar and he tried to kill Indy for no good reason. All we did was ask
Who's that
about
guy?
Deep Seychelles, and
Wasn't
then
that
he tried to
pulled
kill
over
her,
the bar?
and he was like nuts. So then I told stories about how he was trying to usurp his captain and take
Oh.
over.
I remember that now. Holy crap!
I still don't remember that,
Oh,
but
wait.
I understand that.
Indy, that's the one you write the letters to. I mean, the one that you said you wrote letters to.
I'm gonna give you a look.
What? What? I totally did not read your journal.
I believe you. I believe you.
Okay.
You wouldn't do that.
I would never do that.
I don't write to her anymore.
Oh. Did you ever write back?
Well, I never sent them.
Oh. Well, fucking.
Didn't you say she was in Juan Laredo? I guess you guys could have
Yeah,
looked
I
for her.
know, but I think she'd probably be not wanting us to take the Nevermelt, so
Did you guys not leave on the best of terms?
No, she was more of a it belongs in a museum.
yeah, well she's an archaeologist. So, like, Evermelt thing was, like, kind of her thing. She'd probably definitely not want us to have it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't tell her that stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I didn't send the letters, but that's beside the point.
It's funny. I sometimes forget that you guys had a lot of adventures before I even showed up.
Yeah, like 2.
Carter's like, is that before or after the Centaur thing?
That was way
Centaur,
after. Centaur was like
Wyverns.
super at the beginning, like almost like the first day that we met. That was when the Blue Arrow put his arrow down on the ground and nearly got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I
that.
forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the first blight we saw.
Yeah. That was just where we had those fucking weird flying snakes, wasn't
Oh yeah, those were horrible.
it?
Flying snakes? No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it was
were
a whole thing. Remind me,
gross.
I will show you them.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Are you sure? Because
I could not
really
be more
good
sure.
at it.
I could make one.
No, she's just saying like eating just nuts off the
Very
bar.
casually, yeah.
Yeah.
A minor illusion of flying snake around Zarn's head.
All right, let me do an intelligence check.
It's
see if I know
literally a snake with wings. That's exactly what it looks.
Yeah.
It's a flying snake. It is not complicated. What's your spell DC, Bree? Higher than that.
It's
I-
18.
For sure.
Start like swatting at it.
Yeah.
Doesn't take you long. You meant it. It's like, I assume it's like leisurely, just sort of circling his
Yeah.
head, Bree. Yeah. You don't.
Like the
doesn't take
cartoons
long
when you
to
get bonked on the head and the little
swat
birds
at
go
it,
around.
and it's just air.
Why?
They were so gross. Well, you have to see it to appreciate it.
I don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Snakes. What? Snakes.
Still a little surprised we never dropped that line in the.
I'm pretty sure Indy.
I feel like we.
did.
Yeah, somebody probably
Yeah,
did. I just
somebody
don't
did.
remember.
Her
That was
name
fucking-
is Indy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So you
She
guys.
had a whip.
Indra Shandar.
Yes. You remember? I'm impressed.
Mhm. I remember weird information.
Aw.
Actually, let's go to. It was a good art though. I'm proud of you. We're gonna go actually to
Yeah,
this one.
freaking showing me up.
Aw, the
Oh,
little
man,
guy on the
this
chair's
bar.
gone.
It's
Aw.
a bar.
I know, but it.
A
I
classic
remember our
bar.
bar.
All bars look the same.
Wait, did you switch us?
Yeah.
Why is that? I'm still on the ship.
Knows your name.
Your camera froze, too.
Not for
That was a
me.
game briefly. Roll 20!
Refresh!
Damn it, roll
Yeah.
20.
Anyway, so you guys are just sort of talking. Nick